Hey loves, it's Brittany Taylor coming to you live, and tonight I want to talk about what to do and how to deal when you start being your real authentic self and people don't like ya. And this is like so devastating sometimes because here's why. I'll tell you why. So I'm going to go into this. This is going to be a really good live stream, you guys. But first, I'm just going to put the link to my new program in the pinned comment, you guys. The Joy of Living Mastery Program. We begin November 8th. And I'm just going to pin that comment so you can check that out. And I'll talk more about that too, because that program is going to rock your world and change your life. It's unlike anything that's ever been done before, you guys. Because I'm actually going to be teaching you the modules and then taking you into a light state of hypnosis so that everything that I teach you goes into your subconscious mind. And you can actually make lasting changes in your life. So it's really cool stuff. But what I want to talk about today is, how to deal with this when you start being your real authentic self. And people, and some of these people, they might actually be people that you were very close with. I'm talking good friends, I'm talking lovers, I'm talking, family members not liking you. And say hi when you pop on, my loves. Let me know who's here. Hi, Matt. Say hello to me, lovely people. So I'll tell you a bit about me first. So I used to be more like, when I was young, when I was a kid, I wouldn't say much of anything. Like, I just wouldn't talk. I was so-called shy, which is totally not the truth of what I actually am, which you guys can probably tell. Hi, Mark. So I just wouldn't say anything at all because I knew that whatever would come out of my mouth had the potential to piss people off because I didn't agree with most of the things that were going on around me. I didn't agree with the things most of the people were doing around me. But when I was a kid, I mostly just shut up. Like I did not speak my truth because I knew that it would piss people off. I knew that it was different than what the mass consciousness of people around me were believing. So I was shy. I was quiet, but I wasn't really shy. I just wasn't talking because I knew that I would piss people off if I talked. And I started to be more of my real self later on, you guys, and especially this past year, I've just started to just totally let it all out, all the stuff that I really actually always have been, but I was too scared to actually be who I actually was. And so you start to lose people. You can lose people, but I do want to say this, you guys, and say hi when you pop on. Let me know who's here. There's 10 people watching this, and you haven't said hi. Say hi to me, people. Do you not have the sound on? Like, hello, say hi. So, what was I talking about before I demanded that you said hi? Hi, Lindsay. And another thing that people don't like about me apparently is that I'm too bubbly and too, happy on videos, and it pisses people off. So this is another comment that I've had to deal with recently. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Clay. Hi, Alex. Okay, now you're saying hi. So, and another thing that someone said to me today on a video was stop moving around so much in my chair and just get to the point and get to the point quicker. That's what someone on my YouTube said to me today. And I was like, dude, if you don't like the way that I talk, like, why do you even waste your time watching the video, right? Like, hello, don't you guys have better things to do? Alex says, sheesh, hello. So, let me get back on track though. What was I talking about? I'm really excited. I got a new shirt today, you guys. This is the new shirt that I got. I got these pants, these black pants, and I got a jacket, like a fluffy jacket too. So, but this is not about shopping. This is about how to deal with it when people don't like your real authentic self. And here's the thing too, people, at a core level, we all want to be accepted. We all want to be loved. And everybody wants that, okay? You're no different than the next person. You're no different than your neighbor. Everybody wants to be loved and accepted. But I think a lot of us go about this the wrong way because we feel that we need to hide certain aspects of ourselves in order to be liked and accepted. And then this ultimately leads to resentment because now we're not being who we actually are, and we're stuffing down things that we want to say because we don't want to piss people off. And we want to make sure that we fit into their bubble of what they think that we are. And sometimes we even do some of this work for other people. We like think ahead of time, well, how do they want me to act? And like how do they see me? And I better make sure that I act like that. And then like we're not even being our authentic self at all. And when I used to do that, I had loads of social anxiety when I was trying to be a different person for whichever person I was hanging out with. Can anyone relate to that? Has anyone ever done that, where you're kind of just like acting like a puppet version of yourself so that everybody likes you? I did this a lot. I used to do this, like, especially in my teenage years, and even like recently I saw myself doing that a lot, and everybody, you know, people liked me. A lot of people liked me. Hey, Kyle. But how did I feel on the inside? I felt like I wasn't being who I really was. And I felt like people didn't really know me either. People didn't know the real me. And here's the reason why people do this to you guys, is there is this mass consciousness belief out right now that is, I cannot be my authentic self and be loved. And this is a huge fear. This is a huge blockage in our relationships, because we have people not being their real selves because they don't believe that their real selves are lovable. So they go around like making up a different persona and, you know, trying to please everybody, which ultimately leads to resentment and shame and alcoholism and like just so many things, you guys. So what I want you to take away from this right now, and the number one step to being able to deal with it when people don't actually like you for who you actually are, okay? You have to be okay with who you actually are, and you have to know at a deep core soul level that you are a good person. Okay, that's a huge limiting belief if you actually feel like you're a bad person. And many of us do believe this because of whatever happened, you know, in our childhood. You know, you get scolded and you're a bad kid, you know, like go to the corner and like would do whatever your time out, and like this stuff sticks in, and like we can literally live our entire lives feeling like there is something very bad or wrong with us, when this is absolutely not true, you guys. This is complete bullshit. There is nothing wrong with you. You're not bad or wrong. There's nothing wrong with your desires. There's nothing wrong with your sexual desires. That could be a huge one too that trips people up. There's nothing wrong with anything about you, even those parts of you that you know, if you really let those parts of you out, you would start pissing people off to no end. You know that you would lose people, and you know that people would be offended or think you're too much or think you're not enough or whatever it is, right? But here's the thing, people. We all want to be loved and accepted, and you never really actually lose anyone. Hey, Christia, love you, babe. Thanks for joining. Christia is my best friend. My best friend is on this live stream, you guys. I think there was more comments too. So here's the thing. Nothing is ever lost, okay? Lindsay says, hi, I used to pride myself in being a chameleon, so counterproductive. Yeah, me too. I really used to pride myself in like this belief that I can go in any group and be liked by everyone. And it was true. Mostly, like, I think I could go in any group, and I could still do that because, like, I don't need to share all the offensive parts of myself to everybody. Like, you don't have to just go and like be all the parts of yourself that you know will piss people off and just like unleash it on everybody, even like random passerbys on the street or like, you know, like people at Starbucks. Like, I'm not saying you have to like just like go crazy and let it all out everywhere all the time, but you do need to let it out some of the time, okay? Because if you don't let out who you actually are any of the time because you feel like there's something bad or wrong with it, you're going to feel dissatisfied in life. You're going to feel like you're missing out on something. You're going to feel like you might not even know who you are at times. You might be like, well, who am I actually? I mean, when I'm with my boyfriend, I act like this, but then when I'm with my mom, I'm acting like this. And like, but wait, like who actually am I? And you might need to like call back all the bits of yourself that are all over the place. Like this bit of yourself is you and this bit of yourself is you. And, you know, you totally have many different aspects of yourself. We're all multifaceted human beings, right? And it's fine to do a little bit of, oh, I'm going to be like this with you and I'm going to be like this with you. Like, that's fine. But what's not fine and what's ultimately going to lead to a lack of joy in your life is if you purposely like filter yourself all the time because you know that like you believe different things than people, maybe like that's one of them, or you know that there's just a certain aspect of your personality that will piss people off. A lot of people can actually be afraid to be confident because people are so used to you being this little quiet and shy, meek, agreeable, you know, lady, especially women too. We can have this fear. Like, so if you really started being who you actually are, which at a soul level, you are actually confident. People fear that if you really start to be that, you're going to piss people off, and you might. And this is what happened to me this year, you guys. Like, I've lost a lot of people that were, I thought, close to me in my life. And it's funny, like, when you lose people, when you actually rise up to a new level. Because I'll tell you right now, you guys, I'm actually happier than I've ever been in my entire life, okay? So, and I had some people randomly stop liking me for things like people saying that I was arrogant, or people saying that I don't know, like they just didn't like the way that I talked on videos or something. And so it was nothing that I could have prevented, like unless like I decided to not be confident or not be myself, or like be some like watered down half-ass version of myself so that maybe people would like me. But that's what I did my entire life until up to this year, you guys. And I can tell you right now, I was a lot less happy. And actually I had way more like social anxiety, like when I was afraid to be who I actually was, than I do now. Because now I just let it all out, and you know, I don't really care if it's received well, because I know at a deep soul level that I can be my authentic self and be loved. I can be my real self and be loved. I can be who I actually am and be loved. Maybe not by everybody, but here's the thing, people, and this is, I really want you to take this home, you guys. This is super powerful. So even if it seems like you're losing people, like you lose a partner when you start being your real self, or you lose your best friend, or you lose someone, even if it seems like you're losing people left, right, and center, they're just like leaving your life, nothing is ever really lost. And here's the thing that's also happened to me too, you guys, is for every person that I have lost, I've gained like at least 10 people, possibly even like 100 new people into my life who love me for who I am. Okay? So, but I never would have had the opportunity to attract those people in if I wasn't being who I really was. So I had to risk it. I had to be who I really was at the risk of pissing people off and losing some people. But see, nothing is ever lost. It just changes form. So some people left my life, but new people came in to replace those people that left. And those people liked my new energy. Those people like who I actually am. And that's the price you gotta pay, you guys. And it's totally worth it. Like, the amount of soul connections you can have in your life, you guys, like, it's unlimited, okay? And you'll never get to know that if you're being the fake, watered down, half-assed version of yourself. You'll never know those people that would actually like you for who you actually are. And when you start sharing some of your opinions that you know are controversial, or you know that like some people will definitely take issue, it's really funny, some of the people who actually are right on board with you and you never would have expected that they would be, but you had to take that first ballsy step and let out that controversial opinion, right? So it's really amazing to see who actually is on board with you when you start sharing some of your real truth, like your unfiltered self. Nadine says, absolutely, you're so right. Yeah, right? It's totally true. Beverly says, let your light shine. Some may find the light too bright, so be it. Yeah, and a lot of people get pissed off like when you're too happy. And there's a lot of people that are just jealous, right? But I want to tell those people that are jealous of my happiness or of my seeming confidence or success or whatever the fuck you're jealous of, I'm not sure. If you're jealous, it means you can have it too. And it means you're meant to have it too. So, and that's a message for any of you. Like, if you're ever jealous of anyone, it just means that whatever that quality that you're jealous of, or whether it's a relationship or a nice car or whatever, it means like you can also have that. But the reason why you're feeling jealous is because you're saying to yourself, well, I can't have that because of whatever reason, I'm not good enough or blah, blah, blah. And so jealousy is also something that can be easily reworked in your brain, you guys. But some people don't want to. They just would rather be like, oh, she's annoying, she's too happy, I don't want to listen to her talk, I'm gonna unfollow her, delete her, block her, like, and that's fucking fine to me, you guys. But is this all landing? Is this all making sense, you guys? I think there's some new people on here that haven't said hi. Say hi to me, people. So nothing is ever lost. It just changes form. So the people that you lose will be replaced like tenfold by people who actually love and appreciate your actual self. But you have to have the balls to be your actual self in order for that to happen. And what might happen too is the people that this has happened to me my entire life too, is like I'll like lose some people. Like some people will stop liking me. Very rarely. I mean, most people I think generally do like me, but sometimes I'll lose people. And then when I rise to a new level in myself where I really stop caring whether people like me or not, often those very same people will come back into my life. So, whether like I do believe nothing is ever lost. So if you lose people, they will come back in a different form, in a different body. Like you'll attract different relationships that will fulfill you in the same way that those other ones were. But also you can attract those same people back into your life as well too, when you really stop caring if they will come back. Like when you really actually love yourself so much that you don't care what other people think about you, more people actually like you then too. And it's really funny how this happens. But it's when you don't care if they're gonna like you or not. That's when they end up liking you more. So hi Jerry, hi Cody. Lindsay says totally be the transparent self. Authenticity is the key. Yes. Shaz says you are awesome. You are awesome, girl. Everybody should go follow Shaz Soul right now. She is amazing. She's done some work. We've done work together. She's done theta healing with me, and I've done a cord cutting session with her, and she's a very powerful healer, you guys, too. And she's if you're in the Vancouver area, she's in the Vancouver area as well. She's a good girlfriend of mine now, another soulmate client. See, and you know what? If I wasn't being my real self, I never would have attracted Shaz into my life. And there's so many other examples with clients too. Like it was when I fully embodied who I actually was, I started to attract all these soulmate clients into my life. One of them being Shaz. And yeah, like it's amazing. So, and I get hung up still, you guys. I still get hung up sometimes on the people that I've lost. But yesterday, I was thinking of it in a new way. I was like, oh my God, you've lost maybe like a few people, like literally not even 5 probably. Like people have stopped totally liking me and deleted me out of their life since I started being my real self. But the amount of people that I've gained, you guys, like I've got over 4,000 followers on Instagram now. When I started being my real self, I had like maybe only 2,500, which is like, it just keeps going up, and I just keep getting more people like wanting to work with me, and guys wanting to hang out, or like people wanting to be my friend, and like good things just keep on happening. But yeah, you lose some people, right? But they're not really lost. They can't, be a part of your new energy, because maybe when you met those people, your energy was in a lower place. I think those people liked me more when I wasn't very confident and wasn't very happy in my life. So that's when you were like a vibrational match to those people. And I also believe, and this is what Abraham Hicks says as well, that like you always attract people that are your match, your perfect match. So whatever you're vibrating, like whether it's self-love or joy or happiness, you're gonna vibrate with people that are on those levels. But if you're vibrating on those other levels, you're going to attract people that are on those levels as well. So as you do more work on yourself, naturally you might, let go of some people and bring in some new people. And those new people will be better suited to your new energy. Shaz says, yes, Britt is so unique, and that's basically why I wanted to work with her. Shaz says, she is so authentic and not afraid to express her views, and I admire her so much. Oh, thank you so much, girl. I admire you so much, too. You're amazing. That makes my heart warm. Like, I could cry. Like, I'm so grateful that I've taken this step in being my real self so that I could have these kind of soulmate people in my life. And don't get me wrong, you're not going to lose everybody. Like Christia, who's, if she's still on here, like she's been my best friend since grade 8. And she loves my new energy. Like she fucking loves me, right girl? Like I'm pretty sure you love me. So like you don't lose everybody. It's just, you might lose some people. And nothing is ever really lost. It just changes form. You'll bring in, like for every person that you lose, you'll bring in 10 people at least who will love your new energy. Beverly says, yes, being a vibrational match is so important. If people leave your life, you are no longer a match. And then it cut off your comment there, but exactly. Christia says, yeah, haha. Eric says, your energy rocks. Thanks, Eric. Yours does too. You guys are all awesome. This has been a great live stream, you guys. I feel like I've been really like, bam, 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 bam. Like, I'm just like, it's not, like, I haven't been at a loss for words. Like, sometimes I'll be talking and I'll be like, oh, I don't know what to say next. But this one, I've just been like, boom, 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 boom. Like, I know exactly what to say. Eric says, let's lose more people. Yeah, like, there's the door, buddy. And I just don't have time for, like, negative people or, like, victim mindset people right now because I just, like, so don't vibrate at that level. But the funny thing, too, that can happen is, and Abraham Hicks say this, too, is most people, when you do rise to a new level of joy, they will come up with you. Most of them. Like, family, usually, like, usually my mom and my dad, like, when I'm in a really high-vibing place, and they can be negative sometimes. They're not watching this, so it's okay. They usually rise up with me. Like, it's quite interesting how this happens. Or even other people, like your relationship partner or someone, like if they're usually more negative than you, but you're really strong in your positivity and in your joy, usually that person will come up with you. And it's actually a rare case when you actually lose people. Like, you guys, this is such a rare thing, but it's just, why do we notice it so much more than the people that come in, right? Like, for some reason, I noticed, like, oh, this one person left my life 6 months ago, like, oh, and I still feel like I'm thinking about it. But then, like, hundreds of new people have entered my life, but I decide to focus on the one bad thing. And that's a quality that I'm wanting to abolish right now, you guys, because it's bullshit. Eric says, let's get you to our Habitude Warrior Conference in Houston for our TED Talk style energy. It cut off that comment, but yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it. Matt says, yes, I love your energy. Wish mine was as high as yours. Well, Matt, if you wish that, it means you are meant to have energy as high as mine. Anna says, ahaha, love, I hear you, right? So I just want you all to know, to just be comfortable in the process and just know that your authentic self is worthy of love and you deserve love, and you know, you'll never really lose anything by being your actual self, okay? And nothing is ever really lost. It just changes form. You are totally lovable. There's nothing wrong with you. Even the things that you think are wrong with you are not wrong with you. You are actually created perfectly, and you are needed here. You are needed to be all of you, okay? And yeah, Anna says, I think about all the people that have triggered me and I love them for it. That's powerful. That's super powerful. I'm going to do that too. Anna says, people will love it at some point. Yeah, everything we're trying to teach them, they will see it in time, okay? And most people will come back. Like, when you do seemingly lose people, honestly, 9 times out of 10, they do come back at a later date when they're ready to be in your energy. And everybody's ready. This is an awakening time for humanity, and it's not just us that are doing the spiritual work. It's not just me that's, you know, talking about the joy of living. Like, I might be the one talking about the joy of living, but everybody as a collective consciousness right now, we're all of our vibrations are being raised, you guys, to a higher level. And even the people that want to stay miserable and want to stay in their victim consciousness, they're not going to stay there forever. And it's not going to be that long before everybody realizes that, you know, the spiritual community, the healers, the teachers, we really know what we're talking about. and they're going to come on board with us. And if they're not, they're going to stay miserable, and that's their choice. But usually people will come with you, but I'm just trying to, so you can have that too, and that can, you know, help you feel better about it all too. That helps me when I've lost people, is just to realize, well, I never really lose anybody like permanently. They always come back. But also just knowing that, yeah, for everyone lost, there's like 10 new awesome people, at least, maybe even 100 awesome people that will enter your life. And so either way, you're awesome. So why not be your real self? Like, why don't you go share something that you've been afraid to share, and just go do it right now? Just make a Facebook status. I will put a heart on it. Anna says, thank you for this though. It was so easy to take it personally. I caught myself doing it today. Yeah, and I've been catching myself lately too. And that's like a killer for me, like in my happiness, and I think for everyone as well. Like when you start to think, well, maybe I should have acted different, right? Like maybe I should, like for me, like maybe I should act different on my videos. I should like act more serious, and like I'll get more clients like that. Or, you know, like with guys, I should be more like proper, or like whatever the fuck, like, and then you catch yourself and you're just like, what are you talking about? Like, that goes against everything that you believe, and it's not true. And, you know, you'll attract the right people by being your real self, right? So, Eric says, people choose their destinies. Yes. So let's all choose joy, you guys. Let's choose joy, okay? Let's choose the joy of living, because we are meant to live in joy. Anna says, yes, I feel guilt. Guilt is fake. Guilt is fake. Guilt and shame are so like low vibe, and it's really important for us to let go of those feelings, because it is not the truth of our being. Guilt or shame is not our true soul self. Okay? That's probably all I wanted to say today, you guys. Does anyone have any questions that they want to ask me while I'm here? Do you like my new top? Can someone just tell me that they like my new top? Because I need people to validate me externally. Just kidding. Yeah, guys. So, and then someone just said, your name is Yeah. I just want to tell you, you are so pretty. Oh, perfect. Okay. I can live now. Someone has told me that I'm pretty. I can go on. The show can go on. No, I'm just kidding. But I used to be like that, honestly. Like, if I would go out somewhere and nobody would tell me I was pretty, I would be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I would be seriously hurt. And now, obviously, you guys, I'm a lot more solid in myself, and I never need that. Lindsay says, I love your new top. Scott says, love the new top. Okay, great. Everybody is in agreement here about this top. Oh, the light went away because the sun is going down. The sun's going down earlier here. I'm moving this over. We can get the fake light rather than the natural light. That's still not good. That's like way worse. Wait, if I go right there. Anyways, I'm gonna go off anyways. That's probably all I wanted to say, you guys. So the Joy of Living Mastery program, we are beginning November 8th. You need to read that pinned comment if you want to seriously change your life. And it's going to be great. There's 2 modules per month, and we are going to be learning about purpose, learning about fulfilling, loving relationships, and how to maintain unconditional love in our relationships, which heals everything, by the way. You won't have relationship problems if you are being unconditional love. And it's a practice, and it's something I'm going to teach you. What else am I teaching? Obviously, joy and releasing what's not joy. And really what I want to drill into your guys' brain is naturally we are joy. So it's not really about creating joy out of thin air, but it is about letting go of everything that's not joy. And one of the things that's not joy is thinking that your authentic self is not okay, and that, you know, you can't be loved for being your authentic self, like I've been saying this entire video. So we're going to go deeper into that, and there's going to be lots of recordings as well for you to take home, hypnosis audio recordings of me talking, and it's really powerful stuff. It's really all of my gifts into one, you guys. And there's going to be theta healing downloads as well in the program, so you're really not going to be the same person after this program. So if you have any questions about that, message me, and the link is in the pinned comment. And yeah, I guess that's all. I love you all, and thank you so much for joining me. And remember, you came for the joy of living. Night.